Hello, my Sagittarius lovelies. Welcome to your reading for March. My name is Natasha. This is a general reading, so remember to take what resonates, leave the rest. Make sure to check your sun, moon, rising, and Venus. But we're just going to check in what's going on for my Sagittarius lovelies. We're going to first do a check-in on what was kind of happening in February, what we're leaving behind in February, and then what we're moving into in March. Now, I've already shuffled these decks. First, we're going to do the tarot with a good old-fashioned Rider-Waite deck. We're going to clarify with my favorite Oracle deck, and then we're also going to pull a card from the Believe in Your Own Magic Oracle deck, just to, make sure we cover all of our bases. I can already see right now at the bottom of the deck is a Strength card. Could be a Leo, but it's a card of perseverance, of taming the beast inside. You can see that this lovely maiden here is taming that lion. I feel like that is kind of the vibe for you, Sagittarius, taming the lion. Sagittarius is a fire sign. I'm a Sagittarius rising. I'm feeling like taming some of that fire. There's nothing wrong with fire, right? I'm a fire moon and a fire rising, but I feel like it's like we needed to cool down a little, right, Sagittarius? We need to cool down a little. I think that was your vibe. What's Sagittarius leaving behind in February? What is Sagittarius moving on from in February? What does Sagittarius do in February? Let's just wrap up February. All right. Yeah, like I said, there's a lot of fire energy. We got wands. We got a cup. We got lots of wands though, right? 3 of wands, a delay. Leaving a delay in February. Maybe February felt a little delayed for you. You kind of, I feel like, you can see this dude standing here. You were kind of like looking at me like, yeah. You didn't, no big movements, no major movements in February. It was kind of like, I don't want to say a slow month, but just like felt like nothing was happening. Or maybe some false starts, like you felt like you were starting something and then I was like, no, never mind. And you just went back to your spot at the top of the hill, overlooking it like, what? But I feel like you are at the top of the hill, right? 7 of wands. The 6 of wands, which comes before the 7 of wands, is a victory, right? Had some kind of victory, had some kind of like accomplishment, right? Even here, dude standing at the top of a hill. I feel like you made it to the top of the hill. You're defending your position at the top of the hill, defending your victory, but you kind of feel almost like stuck there. You're like, what's next? What's the next chapter? Page of Cups, I feel like, you had a decent bit of emotional healing. Ace of Cups at the bottom of the deck. I feel like you did a lot of healing, Sagittarius, in the month of February. You really got kind of in tune with your emotions. Maybe that was the victory that you had, was you climbed to the top of the mountain, you kind of healed, right? We had the Strength card at the bottom of the deck in the beginning, which is mental and emotional strength over physical strength. Again, taming the beast inside. With the Page of Cups, kind of cooling down the beast inside. That was your victory. Oh my goodness, Sagittarius. Yeah, more cups, all cups, 2 cups, 3 cups. February, you had a lot of friends. Yeah, maybe some romance coming in for you. Friends celebrating, squad, like a lot of fun, a lot of friends, family, partying, celebrating. I don't know, fun times. Fun times, some victory, lots of emotional healing. Maybe it was healing with your friends around you, healing romantic relationships, all of those things. You had some kind of victory over it. You kind of cooled down the hot waters, had perseverance, but now you're feeling a little stuck. We're feeling a little stuck. So what is coming up for Sagittarius in March? Now that we're kind of standing at the top of that hill, waiting for what's next, what is next? Anybody? Bueller? Woo! Rest. 4 of Swords. It's time to rest, my lovely Sagittarius. It's time to take a nap. You might be at the top. You're at the top of that hill. Like, you don't need to be what I like to call a chronic home runner. You don't need to keep, I just saw 444. You don't need to keep climbing. You don't need to keep climbing that hill. You don't need to go on to the next hill. Take a second to enjoy being at the top of the hill. Take a second to rest, to meditate, to go inward. Like, start your March chilling, okay? What else, Sagittarius? Looking forward to in March. Okay, once you got your rest on, we're moving on to our 8 of Pentacles. We're working hard. I'm hearing like making moves in silence, working hard in silence. You got to the top of that hill, and now before you're kind of moving on to the next goal, the next hill, you're taking your time there to rest and to work on what you got, to like continue to build, to continue to grow what you have. Before you are going to be able to move on, you're going to have to get out of this self-imposed prison, Eight of Swords, the mental prison. I don't see it as a bad thing at all. I think that's why you're kind of resting and why you're working hard, is because the Eight of Swords, you can see here, she could probably get out of that if she wanted to, right? The swords are kind of open around her. She has a blindfold on. The swords are the card of the mind, of the intellect. It's a prison in here. The reason why you're kind of feeling stuck is because it's in here. So you're kind of resting, working through it is what I'm hearing, in silence. You're just diligently working hard, quietly making moves. Star card, could be an Aquarius coming in, but you have a North Star. I'm actually wearing the star as a necklace, and as I was saying that, it was like ching. They're like the SpongeBob, like ching, sparkle, sparkle, with the doubloons. Anyways, I make a lot of SpongeBob references. Anyways, the star. You have your North Star. You have your guiding light. The star comes after the tower. You're looking towards something. That's, you're standing at the edge of that hill, mountain, whatever, Three of Wands, and you're like, but you can see the light at the end of the tunnel. You can see the star while you're diligently working. Some kind of heartbreak, my lovelies. I think this is why maybe you're kind of stuck at the top of that hill, why we have that self-imposed mental prison. You went through some kind of heartbreak, That's, I feel like, why you're kind of defending yourself at the top of that hill. You're like making sure that whatever caused that Three of Swords, whatever like stabbed you right through the heart, is not coming back. You're like fighting hard, working hard, Eight of Pentacles, to make sure that doesn't come back. That's what I feel like the Strength card was about. Why you always lying? I feel like someone was being sneaky. Someone didn't have your best interests in mind, is what I'm hearing. And I feel like you kind of distracted yourself and healed kind of a little bit with the Two of Cups and the Three of Cups with your squad, had some fun, but this is kind of why we're stuck. Because I was wondering why that Eight of Swords was here, is because there was some definitely heartbreak, someone being sketchy, but that's not you. That's not for you. Queen of Pentacles is staying in her lane. She is unbothered. She is abundant. She is working hard. She has worked hard to get that pentacle. She's not concerned or focused on the Three of Swords or the Seven of Swords or the people that bring that energy. You're going to get there, right? You're working towards that energy. It could also be earth signs coming in, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. But we want to be the Queen of Pentacles. We want to be abundant and happy and healthy in our home and our hearth. We don't want that Three of Swords. We don't want that Seven of Swords. Queen of Cups. Look at these lovely queens here. Healing. I feel like also you can see she's holding her pentacle. She's holding her cup. You worked really hard to get those two things. Your golden cup and your golden coin. And you're like, this is mine. And y'all can't have it. I'm not sharing with these negative people, places, things, energies anymore. I have my bag, I have my cup, I have my pentacle, and I'm not gonna give it to anybody. Look at that. A new journey, a fresh start, a leap of faith. You have the things you need. You have your cup, you have your pentacle, you have your North Star. When you can heal through this Three of Swords, Seven of Swords, Eight of Swords, rest, hard work, there's gonna be a nice little new beginning coming in. We love to see it. Divinely guided new beginning, or you might have a guide starting this new beginning. The Hierophant can be a spiritual guide. Also the Pope of the Tarot, tradition, could be marriage, a little bit of that masculine kind of energy. I feel like it's more so you though, when you're taking this leap. It is stable. It is, I'm hearing like no drama. It is very just like straightforward. Don't be distracted though. Like, you want to stay with the Hierophant. You want to stay with the Queen of Cups, the Queen of Pentacles. The Fool can get a little distracted as he walks right off this cliff. You see the Seven of Cups has all these different cups. And yeah, some of them have jewels and gold and success and maybe a lover. But then there's a snake and a dragon. And the Tower is in one of those cups. Like, don't get distracted is what I'm hearing. Yeah. And I think this is kind of what's distracting us. Nine of Swords, nightmares, stress, worst case scenario, right? Scenarioing. That's what's kind of keeping you in that Eight of Swords because, you know, we've gone through it. We don't want it to happen again. And the Nine of Swords also kind of happens when we allow ourselves to get like, I'm hearing like you're getting too caught up in the what ifs. Like the Seven of Cups is very like, what if that? What if this? What if that? Look at all these options. And you're like worst case scenarioizing it. You got to walk away from the cups that do not serve you. This is the Eight of Cups, so there are 8 cups in the background, but person's moving on. Person's walking away from disappointment, from grief. I feel like from all those cups, all those different options that are stressing you out, you're like, nope. I'm walking away from this. And you're walking right into the Nine of Cups. Wish come true, wish fulfillment. Your greatest dreams, your greatest wishes, your greatest hopes. I love the Nine of Cups. One of my most favorite cards in the deck, right? Building things with your friends, right? We have the friends and the positive relationships here. You kind of built them in February. Now you're building something in the physical world with your friends. Three of Pentacles, I get by with a little help from my friends. I'm building something with my friends. Something in a tangible world, business, career, maybe starting something new with your friends. But you got to walk away from all those like icky options that aren't serving you. I was going to ask the Oracle deck, what else you need to hear? Burn the idols. Those old things that you used to put on a pedestal that maybe caused you some Three of Swords, some Seven of Swords, some Nine of Swords. Stuck you in that mental prison as all of my cards just go flying. But the only 2 that stayed on the table are trust the process. You got to trust the process, my friends. It may not look like much when it's all in pieces everywhere, like all those cards that just fell on the ground, but it's going to build a castle. And you have good people around you. You have people that are saying, I see that you are here and I'm glad. You have a squad. So don't go chasing like other squad, like other people that may have brought you the Three of Swords or the Seven of Swords or the heartache. You don't need to chase those people because you already have people around you that are like, I see that you are here and I'm glad. I'm glad to be here with you. So why are you chasing all these cups? Why are you chasing the Seven of Cups, all these options, when you have good people around you? Be groovy or leave, man. I just saw 1333. Be groovy or leave. If it's not groovy, if it's making you feel Seven of Swords, if it's making you feel Three of Swords, Nine of Swords, get out of there. Get out of there. Stop staying in places like those Seven of Cups where it's not good for you. It's not good for you. An answer, but not the solution. Those Seven of Cups might have some answers. You're like looking at them, you're like, I mean, that would solve my problem. That would be an answer to my problem, but it's not going to be the solution. It's not going to, in the long term, be what you want. Let it break. Let it go. Those things that were holding you back, the Three of Swords, the Seven of Swords, you got to let it break. You got to let it go. Kneel before no one, right? These people that places things, doesn't have to be a person, but like they are not your masters, they are not your gods. They were idols. Maybe you did put them on a pedestal. Maybe they were people that you thought were better, places, things, energies, careers that you thought were like the one, wasn't the one. That's okay. Burn it down. And remember that you were the one, Sagittarius. You are the one. They're not the one. You are the one. Like, you are the one in the throne. Bring your own seat to the table, right? Maybe you were feeling a little like outcast, like everyone else is at this table. I'm feeling heartbroken and like they kind of lied to me and like, why am I not at the table? Not just bring your own seat to the table, create your own table and then bring your own seat to it with the people who that, literally I was trying to pick up this card and the Three of Pentacles like flew out with it. Build your own table with these people that you know that are good for you, that see that you are around and that they're happy about it, right? The people that make you feel groovy. Build a table with them and then bring your own seat to it. You don't need to be at a seat with all these people that caused you the Three of Swords and that caused you the Seven of Swords and that caused you all this drama and like, bleh. You don't need to be with those people. You need to be with the people that want to be with you. You need to be with the people that want to be with you, my Sagittarius lovelies. What else do y'all need to hear for the month of March? So many cards are on the floor. The only one that I can see that is face up says acceptance is the answer. And we don't like to hear that. Nobody likes to hear that, Sagittarius. That acceptance, that you just have to accept what was handed to you. Because it was not the best, right? And it's hard to accept it. It's hard to be like, well, that happened. Really hurt me. I feel like that's kind of why you're stuck right at the top of the hill in that Eight of Swords, you know, like self-imposed mental prison. Because you need to be able to accept it first before you can move on. And I know it's not fun. Swim away from this situation. Right? Look at these mermaids. They're so cute. But that's a shark. That's a shark merman. We don't want that. Swim away. Like, from those people, places, things that brought you the Three of Swords and that brought you the Nine of Swords and that are making you feel stressed and the reason why you're kind of hesitant. Swim away. I'm going to pull another one just because I feel like release your guilt. I feel like we need more clarity on the situation. You might be feeling guilty because maybe you did some things too that were not becoming of you, Sagittarius. But that's okay because we're human and everybody makes mistakes. Everybody messes up. We all do. We all do. But now you know. Be groovy or leave, man. You can heal. You are forgiven. But you need to move away from the situation and release your guilt. Again, I just feel like I have to keep pulling. I'm seeing 11:11 at the time right now. You don't need someone else to fix you. Gold. And she she broke her little cup and then she redid it with gold. I forgot what this tradition is called. I believe it's Japanese of rebuilding something with gold. You don't need someone else to fix you. I feel like that was kind of the heartbreak, right? Maybe you chased someone that you were like, this will fix me. Nope, it was an answer, but not the solution. You don't need someone else to fix you, Sagittarius. You are lovely all on your own. So I pulled little extra cards for you just because I felt like you needed it, Sagittarius. I believe in you. You got this. You got this. I hear just keep swimming, right? Swim away from those things that don't serve you. The Three of Swords, Seven of Swords. Goodbye. Be groovy or leave, man. So I hope that resonates, Sagittarius. Please leave a comment, like, comment, subscribe, save, share if it does. I have a ton of offerings. I have a membership here on YouTube. If you enjoyed this reading, I do live readings there. I do live yoga classes. If you like yoga, I offer a ton of yoga here on my channel. I also offer yoga in my membership. I'm also doing 2 yoga challenges for the month of March for my members. Y'all are getting a new challenge. For my non-members, you are getting an old challenge that my members got quite some time ago. If you want all the exclusive stuff, join the membership. I also have courses that are on sale until the end of February. So I would recommend going to snag those before the end of February because if you don't, prices are going up in March. They're not going to be on sale anymore. And then the prices are raising because yay, inflation. I also have retreats. I'm going to Joshua Tree for Witchcraft and Wellness Retreat this summer. I only have 3 spots left if you want to join us. I'll stop with the shameless self-promotion. All my offerings will be in the description box below. Don't forget to check your sun, moon, rising, and Venus, my Sagittarius lovelies, and I will see you next time.